Alright, well, welcome back to Hippo Cup, featuring my favorite part of every match, warm-ups. Oh boy, I love warm-ups. They're so cool. We are still here in the bracket of the winners. The round of the 16. And, we got teams clicking circles to some approximation of the beat. It is OSU True Oomfie versus KT Tape Mummy, which are two very interesting teams of OSU circle clicking people. On the left, that's the side with your hand that makes the L side of the screen. It's OSU True Oomfie. They're captained by TFGE alongside Okume Serpi Ataraxia, Oomfie McDonald, quote unquote, who I will refer to exclusively as Arj, Rionata Gonza, Brony US, who I will refer to exclusively as Leftovers, and Rezoa, who I will exclusively refer to as Kitten. On the other side is KT Tape Mummy, captained by Sayo. Their team is Woey Mismagius, Lucris, I don't know. Debbie Force, Waste Dash, Ninja Fish, and Remy Co. Those are the players in the match who will be doing the thing with the circles and the clicking and the cursor and the all that stuff that we do. It's gonna be a good time for sure. I am positive. Everyone's gonna do great. Everyone's gonna have fun. Everyone is just going to be overjoyed by the opportunity to play in this match, in this tournament, in this year of our Lord 2022. Because there's just nothing better. I believe we will be going in. There we are. We will be going into the warm-up the second without a player in slot 2. That's cool. Oh, it's a full version. Why? So, well, I don't know. It'll be 3.5 minutes long, so we're gonna just kill some time here, I guess. This is the only match on currently. Stuff's kind of spread out this afternoon, schedule-wise. We have this 17:30 right now. 19 UTC. We have the last winners bracket match for today, which is Thanks Guys versus El Dupa. And then later on, there's going to be Cuckweezy versus Nice Win Guys at 22 UTC. And then AR11 Smurfdozers versus PP Enjoyers. I just can't get over some of these team names. At 3 UTC tomorrow, tonight, this evening, tomorrow morning, whatever. It depends on where you're from. That could be noon for you, or, you know, that could be like 7 p.m. for you. So really, it just depends on where you're from. Then tomorrow, what is going on tomorrow? 14 UTC, Kooks Cochin versus Oomfie Aim. 16 UTC, Disco Boys 3 versus Meow Mix. And 17 UTC, 1080p high definition against Chopstick Pros. Interspersed in there, I think there's some more losers bracket matches that nobody cares about. So, those will be going on. This is another situation where we have like a shit ton of matches on Sunday for some reason. I'm not really sure. Actually, is it not as bad as I think? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's actually not quite as bad as I think. Never mind. Because the whole match is, I think, rescheduled like 2 today from tomorrow late on and things. This is so laggy. Oh my goodness. What the heck? And of course, if you haven't been around today so far, we've had 4 matches already, plus 1 yesterday. We had Greg over that Russian team whose name I can't pronounce yesterday. Dadunai over White Jarble, Stonehenge over Pepsi Japan, Jopa over Elo Tateyama, and Meowing Monday over Lilith, all today at various points in time. This morning, this early afternoon, this evening. It really just depends on where you are. For me, it's this morning, but you know, my time zone is irrelevant. But yeah, that's gonna do it for the warm-ups. So we're gonna get into the stuff now, the things. Looks like OSU True Oomfie won the role. They will select second ban. And then KT Tape Mummy will then choose whether they want to pick first or second. They will already be banning first. Let's see if they want to pick first as well. I bet they pick second. Everybody picks second nowadays. That's the cool kids pick second and ban second, but you can't usually do both at the same time. It's usually one or the other. We can't all be quite so lucky, you know. But we'll see what they choose. Oh my god. This is not that hard a decision, I'm pretty sure. Like, just say what you want. Okay, they're gonna pick first. So that means that KT Tape Mummy will have first ban and first pick. And we'll go into their ban. Promptly, hopefully. So far we have 3 out of 5 matches banning free mods, or no, excuse me, banning Nomad 6 and free mod 3. We've seen several bans on Nomad 2. Gonna get that one out again. Nobody likes the left hand. We don't want to play left hand maps. They're not fun. The entirety of Team KT Tape Mummy, in fact, has no left hands. They only have right hands, which makes OSU admittedly quite difficult, but they're doing the best they can, it would seem, to overcome that adversity. OSU True Oomfie, a pretty well-rounded team. Both these squads have players for most anything, but you've got to think a team like KT Tape Mummy with Wowie and Miss Magius and such really might lean into some of those kind of gimmicky type maps. I could see that team being like first pick DT5 or something, or Nomad 7. Wowie Nomad 7 hidden, oh boy. Or Wowie Nomad 4 hidden, oh boy. Yep, but there's the Nomad 7 ban, so OSU True Oomfie thinking along the same lines as me, deciding to ban that out instead of allowing it to remain up. Also just not an easy map for most players. The low AR Yoshi Love mapping is not fun for a vast majority of OSU video game players. We'll wait the second ban from Korea Telecom Tape Mummy. Which, I mean, you go Nomad 2, you might be going DT2 as well. We see teams pair those, or Nomad 2, Nomad 5, also a couple often paired. If they want to kind of stay within the same skill set for their bans. You just say, no stamina today, sir. Thank you very much, and good night. So that's gonna be Hard Rock 1, Enamel no Butokai, which is interesting because that's really just, like, basic. It's a pretty straightforward HR1. Like, it's not... I don't know, there's nothing, like, insane about that map. I'm not sure. It's 220 BPM, 3.5 minutes of just kind of Hard Rock 1 aim. Slightly smaller circles than normal. I guess it's like 5.59 instead of 5.2. But, realistically, I think Hard Rock 1 is not one of the harder maps in this pool. Kind of repetitive. It's interesting, you know, the way that this pool works, like, unless you wanted the mechanics maps to be like 7.5 to 7.7 stars already, the mechanics are just going to end up being easier for the people who can play them than the gimmick maps. I think it's kind of crazy to me that, you know, you have stuff like Hard Rock 1, DT2 in the same pool as stuff like, I don't know, Zronier or Macho Gang. Like, the difficulty is just so different between those maps. Sayo expressing his displeasure with the Hard Rock pool. Unfortunately, your mother. As we wait interminably for the final ban from OSU True Oomfie. I've got to think their timer is like up or soon to be up by now. It's been at least a minute and a half by now, and it's a 2-minute pick and ban timer. They've got to be coming up on it. Like, I don't know if they're intentionally like trying to stall here or what. Okay, there it is. It's Nomad 6. So, double gimmick Nomad bans from True Oomfie. Not really a big surprise. Against KT Tape Mummy, so it's Macho Gang and Love Heart Rice. And first pick DT5. Did I call that or did I call that? Oh, man. The team with Miss Magius first picks the 2009 DT pick. That's not even AR9 after DT. Oh, let's go. I don't even know if he's necessarily going to play, but I saw him on the leaderboard when I was looking at this, so I'm assuming he's going to be in. This is probably a Wowie, Miss Magius, hidden DT, and then Brianata Lucrece. I don't know. Somebody find out how to pronounce his name for me, please. DT only. Looks like TFGE, Rezoa, Arj. Oh, there's Miss Magius. He's on the wrong side. TFGE, Rezoa, Arj, and one to be determined on the True Oomfie side. It looks like Ataraxia will be the fourth for the True Oomfies. KT Tape Mommy gonna swap out maybe? Oh wait, Rihanna's on True Oomfie. I don't know what I'm talking about. I haven't cast enough matches to remember who's on which team offhand. So both teams awaiting one player. And it looks like it's going to be leftovers for OSU True Oomfie. And Depi Force. Oh. This is a late match for him. It was kind of an unfortunate circumstance, but like, this match just set up for this time, so. Or a time like this. I don't remember what it was originally. The half-hour thing. Kind of nuts. Anyway, TFG, Ataraxia, Leftovers, Rihanna, OSU True Oomfie against Wowie, Miss Magius, Lucrece, and Depi Force for KT Tape Mummy. It is going to be double time number 5, Kaisel Plateau, Veldin, Quarkastic as the first pick. And this is not a surprise at all that this would be a first selection. And it's going to be Wowie and Depi Force on Hidden. And then TFG and Rihanna on Hidden for the True Oomfie team. We'll see how the match starts out here. It's one gate in this map, and it's the really awkward stream partway through. I forget exactly. It's like halfway or something. That stream determines everything, because last time we saw this map, I believe it was a 6-way break on that one awkward stream pattern. I'm likely to see something similar here. A couple early breaks coming out though, all over the place. In fact, OSU oomfie not having the greatest time in this pick, just ataraxia with any sort of combo. There's another miss from Woey. He's had a couple breaks already, but the team triple FCing around him, so not a big deal. You can just see, like, the comfort level, and there it is, and it's a 4-way miss for OSU oomfie and Deppy Force for KT Tape Mummy. Oh, I love that pattern, dude. It's so fun to just watch everyone miss. Oh, my favorite. Miss Magius and Lucretia, meanwhile, though, just chilling. They're having a good time. And KT Tape Mummy's gonna win this one pretty handily, it looks like. Oh, that was glorious. Jesus. Old maps, dude. They just have that pattern in them. It just exists, and you do not get to hit it. Holy fuck. Alright, well, that's 1-0. The most obvious first pick that there has ever been in the history of an OSU tournament match has successfully been won. And Miss Magius, hold on to the fullest of combos. His combo could not have been any more full. I'm so proud. He has filled up the combo. And we're gonna go over now to the first pick from KT Rollster. Excuse me, from OSU oomfie. I lied. I don't know what I'm talking about. Go over to the first pick from OSU oomfie, which and they had mechanics banned against them, and they banned gimmick, so I've got to figure that this is going to be something kind of mechanical. It's going to be... I doubt it's going to be a technological marvel of a map. It could be something like... I mean, honestly, it could be something as straightforward as like a Nomad 1. I don't really often advocate Nomad 1 first picks, but when you're a mechanic, when you're a team that's favored in mechanics, you know, I mean, like, I don't know how the speed goes between these teams. I feel like neither team is really like speed as a specialty, so stuff like Nomad 5, DT2, DT3 will be interesting to see if any of that gets picked. It's gonna be Nomad 4 though, so we're gonna get God-ish. Azubu oomfie. Oh god. Nah, SKT oomfie versus KT Rollster Mummy. It's the telecom wars here at Hippo Cup 5. What were they called? No, Azubu was their first name, that's right. Because they became CJ Entis. Wait, CJ Entis, was that after Azubu? That was after Azubu, right? I don't... Fuck, that's been so long. That was like season 2. Gen G oomfie? Actually, no, Samsung Galaxy oomfie. What am I talking about? Samsung Galaxy oomfie. I mean, they even had like a Samsung Galaxy Ozone, right? So it's almost, you know, it's like pretty similar. I really want there to be an OSU tournament where literally every team just picks like a League of Legends org. It doesn't have to be all from one region or anything, obviously, but like if it's a, you know, it could be old, it could be new. They could do fucking CLG Rubber Conquest against TSM Floating Up, yo, or G2 Floating Up, G2 Arse Crackers against SKT Floating Up. God, what am I doing? Why am I commentating OSU? It's just be League of Legends. Anyway, it's gonna be Nomad 4 God-ish. TFG Rezo, Arj, and Rionata against Woey, Remy Ko, Lucretia, and Deppy Force. This is not like a traditional No Mod 4 in kind of the modern sensibility of the phrasing. You know, normally you think of No Mod 4, you think of like some wonk-ass slider aim thing. And this is really not that. There's a lot of alt and a lot of finger control to be had in this one. As well as, somebody can tell me what the beat snap is for the little doubles. I don't know if they're 1/16th doubles or what, but it's basically you just double tap them. But this map is really cool. The song is really nice. I'm a big fan of this pick, actually. I think it's neat. It's very hard, though. Those were 3 misses that may not have been misses. We're going to find out. Those might have just all been Bancho because it was a buzz slider. But it looks like they actually all broke there. Yeah, I don't know. This song is super cool. The rhythm is awesome. I think it's just a neat map. I like this a lot. Whether or not the players do is probably a completely different matter, though. Oops, that's not what I wanted. I was looking at this, so basically like what I did was just watched the maps in auto last night because I was not awake at 2 a.m. for the showcase, and I came to this one and I was like, man, this song is sick, and I watched the map, I was like, okay, people are gonna have fun with this. So you've got like these alt patterns that come in the key eyes that are really quite tricky. Got some cursor control, finger control thing going on. This really doesn't, you know, fit the modern tech concept, but it does fit the like all-around difficult map sort of feel. And so far so good for KT Tape Mummy, who have a double FC on Remiko and Depi Force. Rezoa with the FC still alive for OSU oomfie, backed up by TFG. It's a little bit of a combo lead for OSU oomfie, and there goes Depi Force's FC, so this looks like the score should be able to shift back over, especially after Wowie and Lucas both break as well. It's second verse not going well for the Tape Mummies, and oomfie does take that lead over. It's so easy to break on like anything in this map, though. It feels like the sort of thing that, you know, the difference between like getting a couple million score and getting like 30 million score is just really subtle. There are several breaks from OSU oomfie. We had Rezoa and Arj both missing. Fortunately for them, no real combo being built up behind Remiko on KT Tape Mummy. If TFG breaks before we get too late, it's dangerous. Oh, but Remiko misaims. TFG broke right after it, too. That would have been such a big opportunity for KT Tape Mummy, but instead it's just going to stay over with OSU oomfie as the score is, and the combo is in their favor. Ryunata putting up a nice, solid performance here in the later stages of this pick. And there goes everyone from KT Tape Mummy. So, Ryunata breaking is not going to be as damaging as it could have been. If Depi Force and Lucas had been able to hold there might have been enough time for the comeback in the last moments, but unfortunately neither of them was able to do so. And oomfie are going to knot it up at 1 point apiece here following both teams' first picks. This one very closely contested most of the way through. Just 6 million points, and really it could have been far closer than even that. You see those scores, it's just 2 16 millions and a 14 million. I guess a 21 and a 14, but backed up by lower scores from Lucas and Wowie, unfortunately. Remiko with the top score in the lobby, but a little higher consistency across the team. TFG, Rezoa, and Ryunata all putting up solid performances, and 1-1 it goes. Red Bull slider break. We gotta get some endemic sponsors. This is going to be the Wacom breakpoint here coming out from Team OSU oomfie. Also, we have to expand into the crypto space, so it'll be the FTX. The FTX strategic timeout. The HyperX full combo. And we'll be taking it on over to the Logitech analyst desk to talk about the results of this one. There's a lot of room for endemic sponsors in OSU, to be honest. But we just have to figure out what can roll off the tongue quite as well as the Red Bull Baron power play. I don't know that anything will quite live up to that. As long as we don't try to do that stupid AWS stat that integration like the NFL has been doing, though. Oh my god. Stop, like, AWS, stop trying to make stat that happen. Stat that is not going to happen. So into Nomad 8, we're going to go. It's Ether, Usomi's diff. It's real hard. Also, I think the diff name is actually typoed, right? It's luminiferous, not luminiferous. I just noticed that. There's like 3 different places I would have to change that to fix it. Frick. Remind me at some point today. This map is really hard. Much like how everyone broke on that one stream in DT5, everyone is going to break on one of the couple of streams in this because they are simply not playable. Wrestle, what was that? Did he just not tap? The first break of the map, brought to you by HyperX, comes at the early stage of the map on the side of Rezoa. TFG, Arj, and Ruinata, the other members there, taking on Woey, Remiko, Lucrece, and Deppy Force. And into the pick we go. Woey and Remiko instantly breaking in the first verse. That's not a good sign. You don't want that to happen. That's a bit of a blunder, if you ask me. Breaking before the map gets really difficult. Those kick sliders, man. All right, who's ready? Oh my god! Wait, 6 people hit it. Never mind. 6 people hit the first stream. Unfortunately, the 2 that missed were both on KT Tape Mummy, so they're gonna continue to fall farther behind here in the early goings. I'm getting pinged, or am I getting pinged? Why am I getting... Whatever. I have a break from TFGE, as well as Ruinata, so it's down to Arj and Resoa. Fortunately for them, not a lot of combo on the side of KT Tape Mummy. Woey and Debbie Force are basically just combining to match Arj, which leaves Resoa with a pretty free combo. This is actually the strategy, right? You break at the very beginning, and then you get a big combo. And into the chorus we're gonna go. On the next weird stream, wow. Resoa and Arj, as well as Woey, Remiko, Deppy Force all hitting it. I guess those streams just aren't as hard as I thought they were from the match earlier where everybody broke on them. Maybe the players in this match are just built diff, I don't know. But Resoa and Arj are just popping off here. KT Tape Mummy does have some combo though. It's only a 10 million point lead, which honestly, once you start to get up near 1,000 combo, will be very little if people break. And TFG continuing to struggle. It's helping KT Tape Mummy out just a little bit. There goes Remiko and Woey though. That they could not. Oh, and Debbie Force finds the slider break. Ah, you hate to see it, man. Right before the quiet part too. That's a 0 combo. Resoa matches the break with Debbie Force. I think they slider broke on literally like 1 slider tick apart. Fortunately, Arj and Ruinata held on. Is that the spinner sound from Cookiezy's skin? Anybody else hear that? Like, another awkward stream, almost everybody making it through. Like, did that not sound like the spinner spin from, like, Soul MP Kazo or whatever that one was? Arj finally does break, and he is not pleased about it, but not really a big deal. 20 million point lead for the true oomfies, and they're going to take a comfortable break point here. This is a good look for them. Not a great look for KT Tape Mummy, considering this is only their 2nd pick. You don't want to get broken quite that early in things, but Sometimes it just happens when the other team puts up a score like this. 21 million out of Arj, 14 and 11, or 15 and 12 out of Resoa and Ryunata. Just not really contested by anyone from KT Tate Mummy. And that is going to be the HyperX breakpoint, won by OSU oomfie. It is a slight bit of a blunder of a pick from KT Tate Mummy. Expected that one to go quite differently, I'm sure. Martin Luther King mapping. Is that a word filter? Or did he actually type Martin Luther King mapping? Because if it's the latter, I have no fucking clue what he meant. And if it's a word filter, I also don't know what it meant, but at least it makes a little more sense. Okay, everybody else is as confused as me. Alright, I feel a little better now. Let me go fix this map title everywhere. Thanks, Habib. Thanks, Habib, for typoing your maps. This is why you use the API. This is why you use the API for these things. Okay, it is now fixed. Ugh. And for some reason, this map always does this, and I can't click sync music. It just... Okay, there we go. I don't know why that happens with this particular map. It happened last time, and it happened this time as well. But it's fixed now. So that is a 2-1 lead in favor of OSU oomfie. The breakpoint in hand. Their own pick to come. So I'm telling you, it's like it's probably just supposed to sound like water, but it deadass sounds like that spinner spin. And we are going to do some more mechanical gaming. It's gonna be double time the third for OSU oomfie. Spiral 2005. Insane Sock 3er. So, like, the implication here that I'm getting is that Neko Master composed a song for Pro Evolution Soccer 5? Like, is that actually the case? Because if so, that's kind of sad. Is Nomad 7 banned? Yes. Yes, it is. It was the first ban for the true oomfie team. They do not want Woey and Co to have access to Nomad 7 or Nomad 6 for that matter. Nomad 6 I think is harder, but I'm not sure. Actually, they're both really hard. You just don't combo like most of either of those maps. Such an interesting kind of dichotomy in this pool where there's mechanics maps that people can play and then there's non-mechanics maps that people cannot play. Like, the mechanics maps you can get combos and FCs on, and the non-mechanics maps you get 300 max combo, 93% accuracy, and you will like it. I suppose this is a long way of saying hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Hippo Cup. I hope you enjoy your stay. But it's going to be Nomad's, or no, it is not going to be Nomad. It is going to be DT3. It is going to be Neko Master. It is going to be TFG, Resoa, Serpy, Ryunata against Woey, Sayo, Lucrece, and Ninja Fish. Resident fast player, I suppose, on KT Tate Mummy. Finger Control DT is the name of the game here. There's two couple hundred combo long sections of nice, good old finger control. One's at about 500 combo and change. The other's about 1100 combo and change. Be on the lookout for those because those are the points that are probably going to determine the outcome of this because sometimes people hit them and sometimes people don't hit them. And sometimes Sayo connects and other times Sayo doesn't connect. So let's get him in here. And there we go. It's only 210 BPM, so it's not like super, super fast, but it is fast enough to make you, you know, kind of sit up and take notice. And we'll see how everybody fares. Got an early break from Resoa, got an early break from Wowie as well, so small lead to Oomfie. But really, I think the map, as I said, it's most likely, barring kind of shit-missy type stuff, like what happened to Serpy there on those Buzz Sliders, it'll be determined by those longer finger control sections. There's Ninja Fish matching, having a little trouble. His accuracy down at 95%. Not having the greatest time. And we're fast approaching the first more difficult section. There goes Serpy again. 2FC's one combo versus 2FC's one combo. There goes Lucas right at the beginning, and here we are, finding ourselves in the first lengthier finger control section. It's going to be Ryunata, Ninja Fish, TFGE, all missing. Wowie and Sayo holding for Kate to Tape Mummy, looking to make a comeback on the score. But there goes Wowie, so Resoa and Serpy will be able to hang on to this lead over Sayo and Lucas, who have very similar combos. Those scores looking quite close. Not even 2 million points between the teams. And now they've got to hold on to their combo for about another 400 or so. And then they will come up to the ending difficult part. Ooh, Sayo misses in the easier part. Serpy follows up, though. It's Resoa Ryunata against Lucas, and not a lot behind him, unfortunately. Ninja Fish, true to his word, having a... Or actually, not to his word, but... Ninja Fish not having a great time. It was Serpy that said he would have a low combo. He's also having a pretty rough time, and here we are in the last difficult section of this map, with Resoa just, I don't know, he's just feeling himself. My kitten, Resoa, that should be his new name. Quite a good score here. Looks like it's gonna end up being maybe just 2 misses, one early on and then one right there near the end of this section. And another victory for OSU Oomfie, so they will go ahead and consolidate the break point. It's gonna be a 3-1 lead for them after winning their pick here on DT3. One break from Resoa, so I believe it's one miss. It's a slider break and then a miss, I believe, for him. The S rank does come out for Sayo, unfortunately. One miss for Lucas, but just not enough. A good score, but not good enough because of the FC from, or near FC from Resoa, slightly higher combo, and solid backing scores from Ryunata and from TFGE. And the quick free mod 3 pick for KT Tape Mummy. So they are gonna jump into one of those very awkward gimmicky picks here. Figured this would happen sooner or later. They went DT5. I'm a little surprised to see them go Nomad 8. I think this would have been a better second pick than Nomad 8, but you know, either way would have probably felt all right to them, regardless of what ended up happening. So this is a disco map, and that's all you need to know. It's very awkward. It has some really tricky linear patterns and just some awful, like, overlapping sliders. Playing this with mods is going to be a fun time. I think there's enough mod specialists in this lobby that it shouldn't be that big a deal. Like, Wowie plays hidden. I mean, it's just, their approach circles don't exist to him, so I don't think it'll be too big a deal. But this map is so difficult, man, and Deputy Force is going to be the second hidden again. TFG Ataraxia are going to be on hidden for OSU Oomfie with Arj and Ryunata, their no-mod players.
1, 2, 1.
And this is like a Wowie Miss Magius map again, I feel like, kind of in the vein of Nomad, or DT5, I mean. But that being said, it's still really freaking hard. This might be one where the hidden players are along for the ride and the Nomad players just carry, because it's so difficult to read these overlaps with hidden. Like those back and forth sliders and the stacks and stuff in this, just, yeah, I don't know, have a good time. Early advantage once again to the side of OSU Oomfie. Just a little higher consistency, it feels like, on these maps so far for them. You know, I kind of think about this as them having a little bit higher mechanical skill cap, but also doing well on these gimmickier maps. So this lead will not be huge, but it will be there. You've got Sayo a bit behind the others. Actually breaks from, I think, everyone on that side. But here we go into some aim, but it's like, it's just not, you know, it's so hard. It just throws these weird little things. Like, anytime in this map you feel like you're gonna get comfortable, well, don't, because it won't last. You know, you get maybe like 12 notes in a row of anything approaching comfort, and then it just disappears from you. TFG Reunata finding some misses in this chorus. Fortunately for them, Miss Magius and Debbie Force also break, so it's not going to be an opportunity for KT Momi to take the lead back because Arj and Ataraxia are matching Wowie and Sayo, and in fact are now ahead of them, as Sayo does seek out a miss, but Ataraxia will follow up. So, now into the slider patterns here, we get Arj versus Wowie, and Arj breaks. Wowie follows up, though. Those sliders are way harder than they look, especially with Hidden, and they look pretty hard, I think, so maybe they just look, maybe they're just hard, you know? And there's not a lot of combo anywhere. TFG doing the best in the entire lobby at 375, up by about 170 on Miss Magius. He finds a break, though. Miss Magius is actually in a position to bring this back on his own if one or both of Arj and Reunata breaks. They are matching his combo combined. But he does find a miss on the festival. That's a four-way reset from True Oomfie, but it's a double reset from KT Tape Mummy. Sayo and Deppy Force have a little bit of combo, and make that just Deppy Force. Man, this map is so hard, dude. I don't know. It's just so hard to be consistent on this sort of stuff. It's like the silent killer, you know, you don't expect it to be hard all the way through, and then it just throws something at you in what feels like an easy part, and suddenly it's hard again. You know, even on the sections that aren't difficult at face value. And now we get these, I actually think this is really ingenious concepting. The patterning of this section to match the music is really cool. And this is gonna be very close here coming into the ending. I just think there might just be enough time for KT Tape Mummy to bring this back, but it's gonna be desperately close in the last seconds. Is it gonna flicker over? It is. Just, oh, it's a break from Wowie, though, at the worst possible time. Is that enough for Oomfie to grab it back in the last one? There goes Hayo as well. No! Oh, he missed like 3 combo from the end. Oh, no, Sayo and Wowie, why? Oh, man. That hurts. That hurts. That's 155k. Oh, pain. Absolute pain. That's like that's a score v2 score difference on score v1 on a song that's 3 minutes long. Oh, dude. Oh, Wowie? What the heck? That was weird. Game, please. Wowie really wants to play this map again, I suppose. Jeez. What a score from Arj, by the way. 9.2 million, best in the lobby by a full 1,000,000 points. This feels kind of unlucky for KT Tape Mummy, man. I don't even know. I mean, Ether just didn't go well, but that was really sad. 155k. So that's 4-1. True Oomfie now with the double breakpoint. And it's gonna be another free mod 1 pick. This one is quite popular thus far. Old Desert Theater. And this is like in that kind of same ballpark as Nomad 8. Ether and this are both, you know, kind of that like hidden one aesthetic. This one is a little more traditional though. It's a little less wonk. But this is very much a hidden one style pick, and I think we're gonna see that reflected in the mod choices. Anyone that goes hard rock on this, I weep for their soul. Pretty lengthy though. 4 minutes of 240 BPM. fairly consistent. You know, you've got some kind of kick slider jump, some regular aim, a little bit of tricky rhythming. I don't know if that's the word now. Also, this is such a good song. This is like top 3 songs in this pool, I think. Actually, I don't know. This pool has a lot of good songs in it. It's hard. Like, Nomad 1's a banger, Nomad 4's a banger, Nomad 5's a banger, Nomad 8's a banger, so on and so forth. Like, there's a lot of good songs in this pool. But this is gonna be a consistency hidden favored pick. Looks like we're gonna get into it. TFG, Resoa, Ryunata, and Arj. It's gonna be TFG and Ryunata on Hidden against Remiko, Lucrece, Debbie Force, and Wowie, with Debbie Force and Wowie on Hidden. And KT Tape Mummy are gonna have to turn their fortunes around here pretty rapidly. This match is getting out of hand in a hurry, and not in the right direction for them either. Picks have felt pretty solid for OSU Oomfie though. Putting themselves in a good position in this match and just eking out a couple breakpoints, which does not help KT Tape Mummy. However, that's an early break from Ryunata, not where you want to see a miss. Well, we had broken right at the beginning as well, and honestly, with this map being as long as it is, that break is just not going to matter in all likelihood. Ikanaide? Yeah, so far, so good for pretty much everyone. Wowie does catch his second break of the map, and that's going to allow OSU Oomfie to claw back this lead a little bit. There goes Arj, he's going to be traded. Double FC against double FC with a big combo from Ryunata backing up. Lucrece and Wowie a little bit behind. There goes Remiko. It's going to be traded with Arj, but that's worse off for KT Tape Mummy. Still the double FC intact on TFG and Resoa, who is, the latter of whom is playing really, really well this match, I feel. OSU Oomfie has this kind of nice spot that they're in with their team construction that it feels like almost anyone can kind of pop off at a given time. You know, put them in for the right map and let them go. Kind of a different feel compared to the earlier match with Dadzunai having Milk Tea just hard carrying them the entire way through. OSU Oomfie is a team where really anyone can put on a good performance, and you're kind of seeing that here. TFG, Resoa both holding the FCs still, and Ryunata not all that far behind either, breaking the first couple hundred combo. That lead is quickly out to 17 million points. Remiko and Debbie Force pretty far behind. Lucrece and Wowie kind of doing what they can, but it's such a big combo gap that I just don't know if it's going to make much of a difference. There is going to be a break from TFG and Resoa, so maybe it'll make a difference. Just kidding, though. Lucrece and Debbie Force along with Wowie all breaking as well, so the opportunity could have been there, would have been there, should have been there, but unfortunately for them, it will not be there. There goes Lucrece and Debbie Force again. And Ryunata and Oomfie McDonald now poised to bring this one on home for OSU Oomfie. 3 players all at 22, 23 million there for OSU Oomfie. Nobody above a 13 million point score on the side of KT Tape Mummy. Kind of tells the story of this map right there. Just no one on KT Tape Mummy able to have the consistency on this map that they needed if they wanted to make a run at it. OSU Oomfie, kind of that consistent aim really working out for them much better than their opponents. This is just something that kind of happens, you know, on any given day. You might have a more consistent showing, and you might have a less consistent showing, and it's just hard to tell which it's going to be. And unfortunately for today, KT Tape Mummy is not getting that day, and OSU Oomfie is. And now you've got Arj even in there with a pretty solid score. He's going to climb up to the 20+ million score as well. So all 4 of the players on OSU Oomfie having a really good showing on this pick. They're going to be the highest 4 scorers. Like, it looks like at this rate, KT Tape Mummy may not have anyone finish in the top 4 scorers. Remiko, the only one with a chance now. That might end up happening if he can hold on in the ending. But it's going to be too little too late no matter what. It's going to be a 40 million or so point victory here for OSU oomfie. And Remiko will outscore Arj, but it's small consolation when you're down 4-1 and now 5-1 on a map that you just never were even close to contesting. And that is oomfie now 5-1 in the lead with a very strong team-wide performance. That was just all 4 of them putting up a very good showing. 31 million Rune out of the top score, but Resso at 27, TFG 25, and Arj bringing up the quote-unquote rear at 23 million. Still 7 million points better than the second best score from KT Tape Moment. It just goes to show how much stronger OSU oomfie was on that particular map than their opponents. And that will give them quite a few match points, as it is now 5-1. KT Tape Mummy will have to win 4 points in a row just to force a tiebreaker, and then they would actually, I think, be in a kind of decent place on Stomp Crushers if they could get that far. But it's a big mountain to climb to try to get that far. All right, from banger to banger we go, as it is time for Hard Rock 2, the long version of Pro Love Is, mapped by Mir, and that is how you know you are in for a grand old time. Mir Camellia is nothing to sneeze at, ever. This map is so hard. That's all right. So it's 4 minutes. It is it's this like stop start, fast slow alternating rhythm. There's very little consistent rhythm. It until it's like the last quarter or so. You see a lot of time in this map spent with like fast slider, slow slider, stopping slider, you know, patterns like that, which you can tell from the song that that's what it's going to be like. But you know, it just puts that cursor control at a premium, which for a lot of players might make this a bit of a struggle. We'll find out as we enter the zone. It's TFG, Resoa, Rionata, and Arj, with TFG and Rionata on hidden. Taking on Remiko, Lucris, say whatever, Debiforce, and Ninjafish, with Debiforce and Ninjafish on hidden. Ninjafish, who we've not seen a lot of. We'll get to find out how he performs on a Hard Rock Tech pick. This one kind of filling the niche of a Nomad for a little bit more, with a lot of that slider aim thrown in. And there's that kind of rhythm that I'm talking about, where you get these fast sliders, you get some kind of fast longer sliders, and then some short sliders, and then you just get, you know, kind of the 1/4 rhythm single taps, but then you get some bursts. It throws a lot of very technical, demanding patterning at you. And here, you know, long fast slider, short sliders, bursts, you know, it's really back and forth, and it's very tricky to maintain kind of that consistency through it. And you can tell because the players are not having a good time at all. TFG, the only one in the lobby with any sort of combo, and his is gone as well. But you're just going to see breaks after breaks after breaks from everyone everywhere. Oh, and did I mention that there's slider streams as well, slider bursts, I guess, as well? Because, yeah, those are there too. There's so little that's easy about this map, if anything at all, and that's reflected in the scores. 5 million to 4 million, you know, already a quarter of the way through, and that's all the more points that anybody is able to put up as a team. Luckily, things get a little bit more forgiving as time goes on, but not by much. It's gonna come. This might end up coming down to the ending, but Lucas and Deputy Force have some combo, so there's kind of a chance here for them to build a lead up if they can hold on. Well, Deputy Force is not going to do it. Lucas might though. He's at about 300 combo, which is as well as anyone's done at any point. Well, there's a decent amount of combo there for Remiko and for Lucas, so I think this is going to probably just stay with KT Tape Mummy. It's halfway through and it's only a 4 million point lead, but it's so hard to build up much combo that even that amount is very, very big. Remiko is just having himself a grand old time here. I tell you what, nearly at 500 combo. That's really impressive on this pick. And yeah, that's pretty much gonna do it, I think. I don't really see a world where OSU oomfie makes a comeback in this one. 7 million points down, only a quarter of the map left to go. No real combo to speak of. Not enough. Oh, well, yeah, okay. TFG, Resua, and Arge just all broken. The slow build up here. Okay. Remiko is just going to be what we're watching then. We'll see what kind of combo he can end up with, because this is a nuts play from that man. And there he goes. Okay, well, sorry, bud. Yep, this is clearly not an OSU oomfie map, and it is a very strong performance from KT Tape Mummy to make this lead and what will soon be the point happen. This is gonna do it. So well done. KT Tape Mummy stave off the loss by at least one map with a solid performance here on Pro Lovies. 8 million points and change their margin of victory. Thanks in no small part to Remiko and his 12 million point score, best in the lobby by just shy of 5 million points. That's really remarkable. 7 misses for Arge. Very good stuff from him too, but combo just not there really for anyone on OSU oomfie. But that does not it's not save KT Tape Mummy quite yet. They've still got to win another 3 points in a row. Oh boy. Who wants Cronier? I want Cronier. This map is the fast. Camellia as Flux Croix. Cronier, Chronostasis. Why it's spelled with X's everywhere, I don't know. You can hear them say Cronier at the beginning of the map, so you know. It is 234 BPM. It's just 2 minutes long, but it is fast and it is relentless. It is bursts, it is streams. It is finger control. I've only seen... Let me see. Yeah, this has actually been played 3 times. I have not seen it yet, but it's been a mixed bag of results because, you know, there's... Obviously, with a very binary skill set like Speed, there's often going to be big gaps between the people who can play it, who do decently, and the people who can't play it, who do really, really badly. We're going to find out very soon who in this match will fall on which side of that line. But with OSU Oomfie being the ones picking this, you got to figure they feel pretty confident about it. And away we should be going here. TFG, Serpy, Rionata, and Arge against Miss Magius, Glucrusate, and Sayo, and Remiko. It's going to be the first match point for OSU Oomfie on their own pick. We'll see if they can close things out right away, or if it may end up taking at least one more pick. And there's that intro stream. That looked fun. 70% for Lucrece. Yep. All right, early advantage to OSU Oomfie, but I mean, you can break anywhere on anything because this map is extremely difficult, so don't get too comfortable with any sort of lead. And don't feel too bad if you're behind, because you just never know. That's a 3-way break from OSU Oomfie, though. That's not good. That's really not good. Break from Lucrece, but Remiko and Miss Magius holding on to a bit of combo, outdoing just TFG with combo for OSU Oomfie. Still a decent amount of time left, though. We're still in the early stages, and it's only 1,000,000 points. It's going to get a little bit bigger. Known speed player Miss Magius tap Xing the shit out of this. There goes Remiko. That's going to open the door back up for the combo supremacy being established here by the OSU Oomfie side. There goes Sayo and Remiko as well. Miss Magius and Lucas are going to do what they can, but the lead is going to go back over to OSU Oomfie at about the halfway mark. They will take the advantage back. Miss Magius with the crispy 90-ack. Yeah, there's that perfect stack, and put the hidden players for KT Tape Mummy break on the perfect stack. Yolks Pie predicted it. And it happened, and that is probably just going to end it because that's breaks from several people on KT Tape Mummy, and meanwhile, Serpy, TFG, and Arge are all holding, and that's an 8,000,000 point lead. There goes Serpy and Arge, but Lucas and Miss Magius and Sayo all break, so just Remiko not even close to being able to bring this one back on his own. TFG finally does encounter a late break, but it's not going to matter. The lead is 9,000,000. The score is going to go the way of OSU Oomfie here on Nomad 5. By a pretty decent margin once all is said and done. Remiko establishing a bit of a nice combo at the very end, but just not going to matter. And that is going to do it by the final score of 6-2. OSU Oomfie, backed by Nomad 5, will be the victors in this match. They head onward to the winner's bracket quarterfinals, where they will be taking on Dadunai next week. We already have 2 of our quarterfinals set. OSU Oomfie versus Dadunai in the top half. Stonehenge versus Greg in the lower half. You're still waiting for any set matchups in the losers bracket, but that's getting things going there. Our top 8 are already halfway established. 4 matches left in the winner's bracket to determine those other 2 matchups in the quarters. Those will be coming in the next day. 1 today, the other 3 tomorrow. That's going to do it for this match. Congratulations to OSU Oomfie. GG well played to KT Tape Mummy. We'll be seeing both of them again next week. And we'll be seeing you guys on the other side of a break. 19 UTC, 2 p.m., about 20 minutes from now, will be our final match on stream of the day. It's going to be Thanks Guys versus El Dupa. So go grab yourselves a snack, get something to drink, stretch your legs, and we will see you shortly for the final winners bracket match of this Saturday here in the second week of the bracket stage at Hippo Cup 5. Bye for now.